Well, it's Uncommon Fossil, and today I want to talk about the Toedscruel EX deck. This is the build that you get in the Premium Battle Pass on Tier 0. The Premium Battle Pass is definitely worth spending the 600 crystals. Make sure you do that for every time the Battle Pass resets. Don't pay the extra crystals to unlock up to level 50. If you're a budget player like myself, you'll unlock it within not too much time and get those cards anyway. And as a budget player, you've got to conserve your resources. The economy is pretty solid for a budget player, but you still have to be careful. So don't waste your crystals on something like that. But anyway, getting to the deck itself, Toedscruel EX, 270 HP stage 1, Colony Rush attack for 2 grass energies does 80 plus 40 more for each bench Pokemon that has any grass energy attached. So full bench of Pokemon with energy attached, that's 280 it can do, right? Now that means you have to have 7 energies into play. Now, I will say at the moment, at least when I was playing this deck yesterday, the damage calculations are bugged. It seems like maybe you don't need to have the energies attached, although I don't quite understand what it's doing. It's a little bit random, but you're either doing what you're supposed to be or more from what I can tell. Hopefully they get that sorted out soon. But 280 is a solid number. That's a lot of energies though, so getting set up will be tricky. Now it does have also this ability, Protective Mycelium, prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to all your Pokemon that have energy attached. And of course, you want to get energy attached to all your Pokemon. And the grass energy, it's just a basic grass. It's a grass energy has to be attached. It doesn't have to be to a grass Pokemon. So, like we play a Manaphy in the deck because we got to potentially protect these bench Pokemon, obviously. And grass energy on that should boost your damage as well. Although I'm not sure if that part's working right now. So anyway, 270 HP, a solid number there, and an attack that can hit for a nice number. And that ability will protect your Pokemon from a card like Sableye, which is a plus. So it's a stage 1. It evolves from, let me find it, Toedscool, 50 HP, so not great. And its attack, not good at all. Furious Kicks, 1 energy does 10. You flip 3 heads, 10 per head. So flip 3 coins. Sorry, so not real good there. We play 4 of those, 2 of the EX, and then we play 1 of the stage 1 Toedscruel, 120 HP. You'll want to evolve it at some point, possibly. At this point, we play 2 of the EXs, 1 of the stage 1. So we want to boost the HP of the Toedschools, if nothing else. When you can attack, it's got 2 attacks. The first attack can be quite useful in some matchups. Eerie Tentacles for 1 energy, and 1 energy is nice. Does 30 damage, isn't great, but then you move an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of their bench Pokemon. That can be very disruptive and give your opponent a tough time. So I do like that as an alternate attacker. And then you can use Triple Smash for 3 energy, does 80 per heads you flip on 3 coins. So again, okay, not great there. What else do we have to help things get set up? As I mentioned, we have play 1 Manaphy with Wave Veil to protect your bench Pokemon from damage. And then we play here to get the energy, we play Cherrim. That is a stage 1 80 HP. And again, these cards get 1 knocked out by a Radiant Greninja on the bench, so that's partly why you want Manaphy. You might want to get 2 Cherrim down just to protect yourself in case 1 gets knocked out. But Spring Bloom ability, as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a Grass Energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box. So you can't, once you evolve to the EX, you can't accelerate. So you want to kind of hold off on accelerating until you've got 2 energies on it, if you can. But then this way, as long as you have enough energies in hand, you can get energy on all your Pokemon in play. I will say the deck struggles for me to get energy into hand, though. So I don't like the build for that reason. But we will get more cards as we progress up the Battle Pass. And there are alternative ways to build the deck that I'll certainly be considering in the future. So you get a 2/2 Cherrim line. And then we also get a 2/2 Torterra line, which we can attack with the Torterra stage 2, particularly it's a 190 HP, so that's a good number. 4 retreat costs, so that's not good. But Evo Press, the first attack, is usually what you want to do. For 2 energy, does 50 damage for each of your benched evolution Pokemon in play. That counts the Torterra itself. So, and we're all, except for Manaphy, all evolution Pokemon. So we get up to potentially 300 damage on a single prizer for 2 energy. That is tremendous. We also have Hammer in 160 for 4 energy, but that's a lot more energy. Usually don't want to use that. The stage 1 is also very useful here. That's Grotle, 100 HP. You don't necessarily want to attack with it, but Sun Drenched Shell ability. Once during your turn, you search your deck for a grass Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So we get to get a search for 1 or 2 grass Pokemon to get our Pokemon in play, either basics down, which is good, and as we get energy attached Toedscruel EX gets more powerful, or evolutions too, because we're an evolution deck. So I do like the Grotle. That is very useful. So that's it for Pokemon. We play 12 basic grass energy. Like I said, we don't hit enough energy. You might need more energy or adjustments to the build. So the trainers here, 1 Miriam, shuffle up to 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. If you do that, draw 3 cards. That's a useful card because we are taking knockouts on these single prizers some, or I've been getting Avery'd some, and that's pretty rough for the deck. So you need to get those Pokemon back into the deck. This is the only Pokemon. No, we have a Klara also. I apologize. And drawing 3 is useful too. 2, Capturing Aroma. Flip a coin. Heads, search for an evolution. Tails, search for a basic. So guaranteed to search for a Pokemon. Don't know if it will be basic or evolution, but this deck has, they both. You're probably going to want both on a turn, so it works well in this deck. 4 Battle VIP Pass just to help get set up. We need a lot of Pokemon in play. We need to get them in play turn 1 so we can get down to business turn 2. 3 Boss's Orders, a super strong supporter, of course. 1 Klara gets recover to your hand up to 2 Pokemon and or 2 basic energy. Very, very useful card in this deck. I think probably superior, like a Super Rod would probably be really good in this deck too. But just got to think through the build later on. Iono, 4 Ionos for disruption and draw early on. A very good card. 3 Practice Studios. Obviously can bump path so our ability works. But also what it does here, it is valuable for this deck. Your attacks of stage 1 Pokemon, and that's really what we're attacking with for the most part, do 10 damage more. Now 10's not much, although I have had matchups where that 10 did get me to victory. So it's a useful stadium for sure. 4 Great Ball, a decent Pokemon search card. You'll see some Pokemon in a deck like this, has a decent assortment of Pokemon, and with the ability to search for a Pokemon every turn, Great Ball, that works pretty well with this deck. 4 Ultra Ball and 4 Boss's Order to set up. Setting up early is really important here. You don't want a boss as the game goes on because losing those resources is difficult, but early research is really good to set up. So let's see how the deck works. Hopefully the matchmaking is working as well today. It was problematic yesterday. All right, so I will choose heads like always, and I will go first if possible. And I get heads. That pretty grass coin there. Just kept, the default coin box sleeve for these Battle Pass decks. That's what I do. All right, so 2 Toadschools. So put 1 in the active. I'll have to think through. I could discard 2 and play. I need to get another Pokemon in play for sure. Not sure what I'm going to want to do here. Research might be the better play. Problem is I can't recover. Well, no, I do have Klara later on, so I think I want to... We'll see what happens here. Just trying to think things through, because I want to get my energy acceleration, right? So I want a Cherubi down, probably. So what's he do? Okay, I don't play any V Pokemon, so that's okay. Bench, play this down. I'll get rid of Torterra and Miriam, because I want to research next turn. Let's think. I'm gonna, I'm gonna say I'm gonna make the play of getting a Turtwig so I can get down the Grotle. As long as I get 1 energy into hand, should be doing enough damage. Plus, there's the bug in the game. Don't forget. I shouldn't be playing for the bug, but the bug will help me out, I believe. I believe every grass Pokemon counts. And I also think it counts the active, and it's not supposed to count the active. in the damage either. It says bench Pokemon, and I think it counts the active, and it says with energy, and I don't know you need energy on it. So, yeah, so it's super buffed right now. Hopefully they fix that soon. And I will try to be figuring out exactly what it's doing if I can understand how this bug is working, because it seemed a little odd the other day. I couldn't quite distinguish a clear pattern to it. So, Radiant Charge-a-Bug. So it does 30 damage. So I might to a bench Pokemon too. So I may want to get down Manaphy. Okay, they're not attacking with him. So that's not bad. Okay, that's good. I would have, honestly, if they hit into me with their so Evolve Battle VIP Pass, glad to research that away. Hit energy. That's really good. So I think I want to, let's see. I want to hit with the EX, and we'll see when I play this down. So I have the 2 energies. So let's see what the damage number is. It should be 80 right now, but it's at 120. So what am I getting credit for? I have 2 on the bench, right? See, it's 80 plus 40, so it should just be 80. So now it's saying 120. So I think it's giving me credit for itself. So that card worked. I will grab the Cherubi. And hope, again, the deck struggles, for energy. Even if I had the Cherrim down that turn, which I could have made that play, right? Although this has certainly worked out better. Now I don't have Manaphy down, so my bench isn't protected, but that's okay. Take a prize. All right, another Cherubi. I will bench him because I do just want to get fill up the bench. Assuming they don't have a bench attacker, I don't want Manaphy down, so I probably might get down. I could get down a third Toedscool, or I could get down what's the basic for Grotle? What's he called again? Turtwig, sorry. So I apologize to the Turtwig fans out there. I should have known that. I do know, I know it, but don't play this that often. So playing a Jock, I'm trying to remember, is this the starter deck? It might just be. I haven't played that one in a while to remember how that deck is built. So anyway, so things are going okay for me here. They haven't used their ability this turn. I assume they'll get down a couple more Pokemon onto the bench. So Iono is solid. Again, I don't know how it calculates damage. So I did, 130 last turn, if I remember, for whatever reason. All right, so Flaffy's going, Mareep's down, so which will evolve to Flaffy. So they'll get a bunch of energies into play. So that's good for them. Let's take a look. What's the damage number right now? 130. I'm going to bench something here. Or I could grab the EX too, but I don't want Manaphy. So I have, whoops, let me go back. I'm going to grab another Toedscruel, toss him down, bench him. Now I can't Manaphy, so if I end up needing mana, so what's the damage? The damage has not been affected, but I'm getting 40 too much, right? So I think I'm getting credit for the Toedscruel in the active. See, once again, the deck just does not hit energy. Just doesn't hit. I could have thinned one, but wow, this deck doesn't want to help me out. So Torterra, I don't want to evolve him at this point in time. I'll evolve to the non-EX Toedscruel, because part of it is, I need to get energy into hand. So am I still at 1? So somehow now I'm up to 170, right? How did I get to 170? Right. So that means it's doing 160. So I should be doing 90. So somehow when I played that evolution Pokemon, it gave me credit, right? I somehow playing the Toedscruel gave me 40 more damage. I don't understand why. I'll definitely look at the video afterwards too, just to make sure if I can discern a pattern, right? If it's just giving me credit for cards on the bench without energy, then I should be doing a lot more than this. So that wasn't the case here. Why did evolving that Toedscruel, the Toedscruel all of a sudden give me 40 more damage? I don't know. Maybe if I played the Torterra, I would have got 40 more damage still and gotten the knockout. It's quite possible, but I'm not going to worry about that. So they can't knock me out. So Magnezone EX. So he's dangerous, right? He does damage based on energy cards. So that's, so at this point he's doing 100. So if I, so this is a good counter actually if you're seeing a lot of the Toedscruel EX, because for 1 energy on a stage 2, it would do, right? I normally would want to have 7 energies in play, so 7 times 5, 350, right? So it's one-shotting whatever I have. Playing Youngster, all right. That's it's not a bad card. Shuffle, draw 5. Cynthia from those theme decks was quite good. It's 1 less than Iono for them. Iono, probably is the better card. So I mean, Youngster's interesting though. Doesn't see play. Like I said, this may be the starter deck. I don't remember what's in it. So he's going to do 220, and then I will finish him off. Maybe not. I don't remember. I don't know what my number is right now that I'm doing. So 170, and I need to do 300, which I can't do. Well, I might just be able to do 300 though, right? I might. So let me evolve him, and then I'm going to play Torterra down. I'm just going to see, partly to thin the deck for energies. And so, hang on. So let me just look. I'm still 170. Let me take a look at my damage number change. It went up to 210. So 210. And let me see, does it go up again? And no, it stays 210. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I evolved, but I didn't. Don't know what's going on here. I really don't. All right, got 2 energies, so that's good. So I want to maybe attack with Torterra. Or maybe I should just wait. Did my damage go up, by the way? It did not go up. So, I don't understand what it's doing. I really don't. So, so they're going to knock me out this turn, but I take that, I knock them out. It's not a bad situation. I probably will play the Iono. So they're grabbing Jock, so they're playing Jock. So the deck is working, honestly, I've played this deck half dozen times, maybe more. In only 1 game so far, and that was the first game, I believe, did I actually get a decent amount of energies into hand. That game, the first time I played it, I had a lot of energies, and I was just tossing energies into play with Cherubi the way you want to, turn 1, like early on turn 2. And since then, right, this is my 3rd energy. I have 4 energies I've seen so far, right? And I should have seen more than that. Some of it is unlucky, for sure. Some of it you do want a lot of energies in this deck, so you probably need more than 12, or you need some way to search for energy. Could put energy search in the deck, right? That might be, depending on what supporters you play. So they're really getting set up here. Now the question is, if I get enough energy, can I one-shot my opponent? And that I don't know. I don't know what my damage numbers are going to be with this deck, I got to say. So, okay, so I don't really want to put much more energy into play this turn, if any. So I will play Great Ball because I need Pokemon on the bench. I'll put down Manaphy. All right, let me see what my damage numbers are right now. So right now, I'm going to attach by hand. I'm at 170. I'm still at 170. I'm going to bench Manaphy. Let's see. I'm still at 170. All right, so let me I can accelerate an energy to the Manaphy. Wait, what happened? Can't I? Oh, I forgot. I don't have the Cherrim. I just have Cherubi's. Okay. Hopefully I hit energy and Cherrim. I did not. I can get Cherrim, though, so I will do that. Get rid of research. Might want to Iono here. I forgot. Okay. I forgot I didn't have Cherrim in play. Silly me. Just losing track of things. Sorry. Partly just trying to figure out the damn. All right, so wait. So right now I'm doing 170. I'm going to evolve. Let's see. Does it go up? And it went up to 210. So yeah, evolve a Pokemon. So 210. 1, 2, 3. So I have 4 evolved Pokemon. So I think 4 times 5, 4 times 4, 160, 70 plus. So is it count? Is it evolution Pokemon now? Not grass energies attached? It might be that. I do want to attach to Manaphy though and see if it works right. So let's though. I was at 210, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 is 160. 170. That doesn't quite work out either. So I don't know what it's doing, right? Because then I think I should be higher damage output that turn. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if I can get up to the mat. I might be able to get 330 this turn. I have no idea. They're switching, so that's okay too. I think, what am I going to want to attack with? 220, so that's fine. That's certainly fine. So I'm at 210. Let's see. I'm going to evolve him. Am I going to buff my damage? Oh, yes, I do. I do for I don't know what reason. For some unknown reason, that works, right? So I'm going to toss you down there to Torterra. I'm still at 250. I'm going to play Klara this turn. I don't want to give him extra cards, so I might want the Toedscruels, and I want energy. I could accelerate energies, but let me tell you, I'm going to put my second energy on Torterra because he does a decent amount of damage for me, right? And just end there. Again, because Magnezone EX's damage is boosted by that. So there we go. Could have put an energy onto Manaphy. And that might boost my damage. I'm not sure, right? So we'll see what happens this turn, right? They'll knock me out, but now I could have Iono to try to get Boss into hand, which might be the better play for next turn, because I could Boss for game. 30 and moving energy is not a bad option either, right? I might just want to go with Toedscruel too. So what am I going to do here? I could disrupt them. All right, I will just hit into them with Torterra this turn. His damage output's solid. Okay, Battle VIP Pass. No use whatsoever. So it does 200. Which is good. Still stays 200, so I'm going to accelerate 1 to my Toedscruel on the bench. Let's think. I could Iono. Do I want to Iono here? I don't think I do. I think I just want to hit into them. Let me see if I can thin. All right, there's no ball. Okay, that's fine. Just shuffling up the deck, which could be good too. make the attack this turn. So I don't have a 2-prizer down. They can't win this turn. They'll knock out my active. Actually, they shouldn't. They should do 150, right? So I should have game on board right now. Okay, so he's doing the big attack, 230. So the question becomes right now, do I send up healed? Oh, Cook. All right, Cook's a good play there. So down to 200. So if I hit energy, I can win this game. I'm only going to see what 2 cards, though. Right now, I draw for turn, and I have my Iono for 1. So let's see. Hit that energy, though. Love that card for sure. So let's see. So now I'm doing... So let me evolve and see what it tells me I'm doing. So it says 210. So I'm going to toss down, and I'm going to Iono. You know, I shouldn't be doing that much damage. So how is it figuring that out? I don't know. So grass energy. I'm going to attach to Manaphy. Let's see what happens here. So it went up for that. So doing 250. I think I'm getting credit for the evolutions. Grass evolutions, I think. And energy attached to the Manaphy. You know, I don't know what it's doing, I gotta say. So anyway, I would not have won that game had Toedscool EX been working properly. It's you know, this build is certainly not ideal. It's not unplayable. I don't know if it's just me, but I have not been hitting energy almost ever. All right, a new ladder rank up to Poke League, up to Score Bunny. All right, good. So anyway, got to get to at least 600 is the goal for me. Just to mention, you want to get to me 600, which is easy to get to. You get to Great League, and then you get 500 credits and 200 crystals, and you get some shoes this time too. But you know, you get some resources there. It's very obtainable, I think, to get to Great League. At this point, I am getting 20 per win, 10 per loss, so I should make that progress. So anyway, the Toedscool EX deck, give it a try. I'm going to take a look at how to modify the deck in some upcoming videos. I do think it has potential. Hopefully Pokemon gets it fixed soon. Take care.